Okay, so this is technically not my fourth or my fifth time traveling completely alone, and at this point I've got like a whole little routine scheduled down. So if you're traveling for the first time ever on a solo, I want you to stop having anxiety or overthinking and come with me, because this is exactly what it's going to be like to solo travel. My name is Rosalind and welcome to my channel. Get out your notebooks because you're going to need to stay tuned for all the juicy tips. I usually wake up at a very comfortable time to go to the airport, but this time around I was taking public transport, so I had to wake up around maybe 7 to 8 o'clock, and that took me approximately 2 hours and 30 minutes of trying to get to the airport. I kind of almost fell asleep, so I had to keep tapping myself to stay awake, so I recommend you do take headphones because it is a hell of a ride. Quick tip, public transport does take a lot of time and effort to be able to stay awake and not fall asleep and pay attentive so you're not getting lost or getting in some kind of trouble. So if you are taking public transport, please be careful. Back to the story, I got to the airport around 1 p.m. but my flight wasn't gonna be there until 4:30. So I did get there really early because no other bus was going to bring me to any other closer time and I would still be able to meet up. So I just had no choice but to get there early, and it happened. I don't usually get to the airport that early, but if you were going there at a normal time, the airport does recommend that you get there an hour and 30 minutes earlier. But to be extra careful, add another hour or another 30 minutes if you're comfortable, because you do really need to be prepared. Here comes the third step, security and waiting around. So technically, if you are getting to the airport, you always usually have to get through security first and then wait until your plane comes and get on the actual plane. Sometimes the wait time could be 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. So what do you do then? I sometimes use the Wi-Fi because it's free to download movies on Netflix, so I could definitely watch on the plane when I'm bored. I download YouTube videos and just download some really nice games like Last Minute. It's really helpful. And sometimes there's not usually a waiting place because some airlines are actually really full and there's nowhere to sit. I just find a spot somewhere. It might be really crowded or really noisy, but it's better to sit than to just stand there and do absolutely nothing the whole time. I'm not really a journal girly because I find that really stressful for some reason, but something I do usually do is draw or paint. So if you have a tablet or a phone, you could install the Ibis Paint app. This is not sponsored, but it's really calming when you're on the plane. And then when you start to draw, you start to see that time goes by really fast and you don't even know, and soon enough you're at your destination. So that's one of the helpful tips that I could give you for waiting. Step 4. The worst thing after waiting is food. I really do recommend that you get breakfast before you even get to the airport, because once you get there, it's all chaotic and expensive. I got a meal because I couldn't get breakfast at home. I got a breakfast, potato dotty things and bagel, just a regular breakfast, and it was costing me almost $20 for a mini plate. So if you think you can afford this, definitely go get yourself, but if you can't afford this, please get breakfast at home because these are overpriced breakfast. And you also don't have a choice because there's no other stores except from those because you can't go out. So that is why I really recommend that you get breakfast. But there are some really good stores that do have really cheap food. First of all is Starbucks. As expensive as it is outside, in the airport it's actually quite cheaper than any other thing you're ever gonna find, and it's tasty. So cheap, tasty, 1 + 1, 2, bonus, bang, you got it. Another bonus tip is you could actually take food into your airplane. If you're going on short trips like 4 to 5 hours and your airline doesn't, or you didn't pay for food accommodation with your plane ticket, you could get food from outside, grab a quick Starbucks, breakfast, Tim's, burger, and you could take it into the plane so you don't have to pay for food on the plane or starve yourself until you get off the plane. Really good tip actually. Quick recap, I was watching the video and I just realized that this place that I was exactly saying that was a restaurant that served wine for about $80. Like everything was so expensive, so I just sat there and I was like, I have to bask in this environment because why was it all so expensive? So guys, I just have to tell you this, the airport is quite literally a crime zone. Of course, my flight got delayed for another extra 30 minutes. I had to wait an extra 30 to 50 minutes. Yes, I remember, because I checked the time and we were about to quite literally leave, and we were stuck there by almost 5 o'clock. I was genuinely pissed. So this happens quite often, so don't be scared or don't be alerted when you're not leaving yet. It does happen. The plane will tell you, sorry for the delay, but it's also really occasional when the flight leaves before. It's not common, but it's very, very possible. Something to definitely watch out for is changing of gates. Boarding alone is so easy compared to the first time I ever did this. I remember being so nervous that everything was gonna mess up and wrong gate, wrong seat, whatever. Now I just kind of know what I'm doing. So when I know that I've experienced this before, that I've missed a gate change. Yes, this was practically one of my second or third flights and the gate change, and I kind of forgot. I never heard it because I had my earphones in, but I was flying alone, so technically there was no way it was going to tell me, oh yeah, the gate changed. And then when I was time to board 30 minutes before I went there, and I saw that they had already changed the gate, so I had to go back and go and find the next gate. I was literally panicking because I thought, oh my god, what if they've already boarded and I'm the last one there? So please pay attention. Your earphones, you should have at least only one earphone in at a time, because you really need to hear stuff. Sometimes they even call people for security checks. Maybe they just found something concerning or wrong, or just wanted to recheck something on their part, and they will call you on the radio or the speaker, oh please can you come over here, and then you won't hear them, and then when you actually go there, problem starts to arise. So please be careful as you do stuff. Bonus info, but I did perform a social experiment while I was walking around during wait time. During wait time, you can do so much stuff because you literally have freedom to do anything and you're completely bored. So bored plus freedom equals experiment. So I did go into some random stores to ask how much prices were, and surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, they were extremely high for outside products. I did ask for a lip gloss that I would usually buy at my local drugstore for $9. It was probably double the price in Shoppers, probably to 19 to 20. So I just turned back because I thought it was definitely not worth me to spend $28 on a single piece of lip gloss. I decided to go to a random Pop Mart in the airport, and they sold lip glosses, lip balms, for $6. But when I did open them, they felt really clumpy and fake. I just felt like I felt like I bought a $2 lip gloss and I spent $6. So I do recommend that you don't forget to bring your stuff, because you will cry when you hear the prices. They're extremely high and the results aren't too keen. Not gonna lie, even after doing this a bunch of time, there are still moments when it just hits me that I'm completely on my own. Moments like getting on the flight and the plane starts to move and I don't have anyone's hand to hold. It's really depressing sometimes. If you're really scared of going on flights, it's really, it's really such a moment where you actually realize that, wow, I'm really going alone, and if something did happen, I would be going alone too. But I hope you're not scared and you're not worried, because it's all a simple thread of faith, and you just have to put your faith in and think good thoughts. So plane rides is also a moment of, how do I explain this, therapy, because you start to think about stuff that you wouldn't normally think about on a random day, because your life is quite literally on the line. But I really encourage that you think happy thoughts, because hopefully and prayerfully nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. I have to remind you, nothing will happen. Affirmation, guys, affirmation. And I also hope that you realize that when you feel alone, you have to remember that this is an achievement and you're doing these stuffs on your own without any help. So it means that you are independent and you're doing great. For the food. Part 6. I officially got into the actual plane and I was starving. And I have to give you guys a tip that when you're a minor, you are entitled to some foods that you can eat, right? People just don't tell you that, and sometimes the staff don't tell you. You're entitled to pizza, and well, pizza is enough for you actually. Noodle. I actually never finished this pizza because it was just too big. I got a pack of noodles and I got a bag of candy. So I don't know about you guys, but if I was extremely hungry and I got all these, I would definitely feel full, at least until my 4-hour flight is complete. Technically, please take advantage of your rights and ask them that you are entitled to food. Don't be shy, because sometimes they will not tell you, or they might not even realize themselves, because they don't usually really check your age and everything. So until you tell them, oh excuse me, I'm a minor and I think I can have this, and they're like, oh yeah, you are, and then they actually give it to you with a list of stuff that you might want. I made some ramen with hot water. They do give you the hot water. I was generally so full on this flight, I could not eat anymore. I was literally so full. So guys, please speak up if you're hungry. They will feed you and you will explode. On the plane, I was actually quite restless for some reason. This time around, this flight felt really long and boring, so I decided to do some stuff. I was learning Duolingo and doing some language learning, played some games, watched an hour-long movie, slept for about 30 minutes, then I landed, so I think I did pretty much a lot of stuff, I think. Yeah. Just wanted to tell you that that's basically what solo traveling looks like for me now. If you've never done it before and you're kind of scared, that's completely normal. It's a completely understandable feeling that we all get every single time. It gets easier as you continue every single time, and honestly, you start to enjoy it after a while. So you get to do stuff that you like on the plane, and then your mind is at ease. It's okay, and I hope you know that you will make it out. I met my mom again after a few while. She's always waiting for me at the plane, so I'm actually really grateful. And we started to get some food after. Say hi guys, isn't she so cute? Anyways though, my mom pretty much trusts me now at this point. There's just like really sincere trust that she believes I can do it. So if she believes I can do it, then I probably think you can do it too. It's pretty easy as long as you're concentrated, so don't be scared. Got matcha after, got some food after, and welcome to America. My second time coming completely alone. Thanks for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, give me a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more stuff or more advice, I literally have them all lined up for you. As young as I am, I've gone through so many experiences that I think I could help you with. Thank you so much. Bye loves. See you in my next video.
차